In Mexico, tourism has grown remarkably on the basis of the state's economic development policy, especially since the 1970s. In the 1960s, diagnoses of the world tourism reality and the country revealed the importance of tourism as a source of foreign exchange, job creation, and its impact on the economic development of the regions. Given this panorama, one of the priorities of the Mexican government was to strengthen existing destinations, diversify the tourist offer, and seek other possibilities based on a vanguard idea to build comprehensive tourist cities from scratch. Was the dream of a prosperous and integrally developed city a bit too unreal? Is the population truly taken care of, or is the government incapable of dealing with the uncontrollable growth that comes with economic prosperity? Today, on The Travel Insider, we'll take a plunge into the past to analyse what happens with tourist developments made from scratch. The federal government carried out the Integrally Planned Centre program, a pioneer of Fonatur, the National Fund for Tourism Development, formerly known as Infratur, looking for virtually virgin or eminently rural spaces for the habilitation of tourist centres. After evaluating dozens of potential locations, in 1969, and on the recommendation of the Bank of Mexico, in early 1969, President Díaz Ordaz welcomed the creation of 5 integral tourism centers: Ixtapa, Los Cabos, Loreto, Huatulco, and Cancun. There were several reasons to choose Cancun. These include the need to compete successfully in the Caribbean basin, which at that time received an annual flow of 4 million tourists, in addition to the beauty of the natural environment and its proximity to the splendor of Mayan culture, as well as the possibility to exploit its rich coastline and strengthen the recent development of Quintana Roo. From a foreigner's perspective, with over 300 days of uninterrupted sunshine a year and a vast resource of underground rivers with an abundant water supply, picking Cancun was a no-brainer. The city began functioning as a tourism project in 1974. Since then, it's undergone a comprehensive transformation from being a fisherman's island surrounded by virgin forest and undiscovered shores to being one of the 2 most well-known Mexican resorts, along with Acapulco. The increase in international tourism was decisive in the rapid growth of the region. The opulence and luxury of the resorts were a mirage that attracted the migration of those sectors of the population with hope of an improvement in their standard of living. Tourist cities such as Playa del Carmen in the Riviera Maya saw their population grow at an exponential rate of 1.3 times over a period of 5 years, while in Cancun, between 2000 and 2005, there were average annual rates of population growth between 4 and 6%. Strict mangrove protection laws have been flouted in Cancun in the past decade, along with the Riviera Maya, meaning that disproportionate construction has taken its toll on the natural beauty of the region. The affectation of the physical environment, particularly from the establishment of a tourist pole, advances in space and time in an uncontainable way. Cancun at the time was promoted as the perfect place to invest, to work, and to live. Thousands of people migrated to the new tourist attraction looking for work. At first, people did find it, but over time, the labour market overcame and there was no longer employment for everyone. The municipal authorities have struggled to provide public services for the constant influx of people, as well as limiting squatters and irregular developments, which now occupy an estimated 10 to 15% of the mainland area on the fringes of the city. It's equally important to mention that the hurricanes Gilberto and Wilma, little by little, were degrading everything made, everything built. Tropical phenomena played an important part in the development of Cancun, and if these cyclones had not happened, Cancun may be living for more years. But the fact is, they were not the only factors that contributed to the debacle the city's been facing since the late 1990s. Expansion now way exceeds the 30,000 hotel rooms of Cancun's original master plan that has caused both beach erosion as well as damage to wildlife habitats. If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans. Cancun and the Riviera Maya started out as a beautiful dream of a productive tourist center that would grow under control. The reality was much different. Now, a new project is underway at Isla Blanca, north of Cancun. Will the planners get it right this time, or will it end up being just another lesson of what uncontainable development can do? Don't forget to follow us on all our social media and leave a comment to let us know what you think.